Captain Marvel is coming in hot. But so far, the trailers have been met with a lukewarm response. Some people are ecstatic, but there's a lot of professional Twitter criticism going around as well. Seems like fans are more interested in Nick Fury's smooth, creamy young skin. So this got me thinking. With Endgame on its way and half of the world at stake, is Captain Marvel the right hero to defeat Thanos? Maybe she will be, but there had to be a hero out there in the MCU just waiting for a crack at the big purple Josh Brolin. After extensive, incredibly serious research, I not only found a character that would improve the potential showdown and improve Twitter critics' view of the upcoming Captain Marvel film, but maybe, just maybe, even aid Disney executives in a way to bring back Daredevil. Meet FrogMan. No, he's not Kermit. Spoilers lie ahead. Now I know what you're thinking. Shut up, stupid guy who's speaking, this is dumb. But in all seriousness, FrogMan is a treasure chest of a character oozing with narrative potential that Marvel must be waiting to unleash at the right moment. Kevin Feige, this is your moment! So to fans and Disney executives alike, give me the chance to convince you FrogMan is who will defeat Thanos. Let's meet the man behind the frog. In order to get to know FrogMan, we have to go back to the days of Leapfrog. Who is FrogMan's father? Vincent Petilio, a toy inventor who failed at becoming an entrepreneur, eventually used his mechanical skills to make one thing correctly. A frog suit utilizing electronic, leaping coils that allowed the bearer to jump 6 stories tall. Jesus. After failing so much in his life, his frustration had kicked in, and he used his new invention to become the villainous Leapfrog. He began terrorizing airports, not really sure why those places first, by jumping into the air and preventing airplanes from taking off. However, as his confidence rose, he began using his newfound power to make some money. He began robbing banks and jewelry stores.
All right, put the money in the bag. Put it in!
He would go on to have many battles with Daredevil. However, his villainous ways were short-lived, and Iron Man would end up sending him to prison. Once he got out of the can, Vincent knew he couldn't live the bad froggy life again. He had a son to take care of, Eugene, a straight-A student in high school who worked his butt off after school to help make money for the family. Vincent got to work doing the only thing he knew how to do, making crappy merchandise and selling it on the streets in Manhattan. This obviously didn't move the needle too much, and so he fell into despair, afraid he could not provide for his son. His father's newfound depression obviously upset Eugene. And unsurprisingly, this is when Eugene stumbled upon his father's frog costume, therefore transforming him into Leapfrog. In order to make his father proud, he decided to use the suit for good. He quickly attempted to try and help Spider-Man and the Human Torch in their attempt to take down the Speed Demon. And he succeeded. His father was incredibly proud and renamed his son the Fabulous Frogman. Eugene would go on to fight crime with Captain America, the Avengers, the Defenders, and even wound up creating a group called the Misfits with Spider-Kid and Toad in the Amazing Spider-Man 266, even though they never returned as a trio after that issue. Long story short, FrogMan had solidified himself as a serious superhero, albeit through sheer luck most of the time. However, his adventures turned his father's excitement into disapproval, as he began to try and forbid his son from donning the suit. It didn't work, obviously, and despite an eventual reunion to take down the villainous White Rabbit for the police, Vincent disappeared from his son's life for good, but Eugene continued to help save the world. So that just about covers FrogMan's origins. Isn't it clear that he can improve the MCU? Maybe his father, Leapfrog, meets Carol Danvers, once an Air Force pilot, when he's wreaking havoc on airplanes. Maybe she convinces Leapfrog to not live a villainous life and become good. Maybe she meets his son, FrogMan, and trains him to become a part of the MCU. Maybe Iron Man's final SOS message from his helmet isn't to Pepper Potts, but to FrogMan, whom he's worked with in the past. Maybe FrogMan is one of Peter Parker's friends from New York that goes to Europe with him in the upcoming Far From Home and fights the elementals along with Mysterio. And maybe, just maybe, his father Vincent is the villain necessary to give Daredevil one more story to tell. And more importantly, maybe FrogMan is the hero we all needed to defeat Thanos.
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
Okay, so maybe that's not true. Maybe Captain Marvel and company will be able to match up against Thanos without the frog-suited teenager. His only real power is jumping 6 stories tall. But regardless, you can't argue with me on this. FrogMan has plenty of potential to become a pivotal player in the live-action MCU. Okay, maybe you can't argue with me on that, but regardless, where would you like to see FrogMan pop up? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, like this video, subscribe to Gamma Ray, and hit that notification button.